What's up, everybody? Vaughn here with Unlimited Freedom, and today I am here to give you an update on Novatech. And this update is based on seeing it through the eyes of a trader. Okay, seeing this Novatech situation through the eyes of somebody who knows about currency exchange trading, who knows about crypto trading, who knows about just how the markets are and what it's like from a trader's perspective. As you guys know, I've got a background in trading. I am a trader myself, which is why, and Novatech was one of the big inspirations for me to continue my journey in trading and for me to continue to really learn how to become a profitable trader, develop a strategy that was profitable and that can be executed on a weekly basis and a monthly basis, and therefore can be compounded. Okay, because that's exactly what Novatech has been doing. According to them, right? And one of the evidences of that is if you have a Novatech account, you go into your Novatech back office, you can see that they have extensive training videos on trading. Okay, and no, they did not steal the trading videos from somebody else. This is actually a relative of theirs who, I believe it's Cynthia's brother, Cynthia Petian, CEO of Novatech. It's her brother, who is a professional trader, also used to work for the United States government. Okay, so and that is on the site. So that's one piece of evidence that tells me that yes, there is trading going on in the background, right? And a lot of the people on here have come up with the idea that this Novatech is just a complete Ponzi scheme. And the reason why they froze the trading accounts until April 1st, so they froze withdrawals on the trading accounts until April 1st. And the naysayers in the comments are saying, well, the reason why they did that is because it's a Ponzi scheme and they're out of money. Right? And so this is the beginning of the end, right? This is the beginning of the end. It's their exit strategy. Right. And so what I want to do is I want to bring a different perspective just so that you can understand how it could be possible for them to rationalize freezing the withdrawals from the trading account at this time. So hopefully I'm able to shed a little bit of light on that. So once again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, all right? I'm not your financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, okay? I'm just on here. I'm sharing my story with you. I'm letting you know, what's happening with me and my journey in a lot of different platforms, okay? Not just Novatech. However, this update today is going to be exclusively about Novatech. So here's the argument, right? The argument is there's no reason that they would freeze the trading accounts unless they just don't have the money and they have to cut tail and run. This is a Ponzi scheme. They've gotten your money and now they're taking off with it, right? That's the argument. Now, let me give you the perspective from somebody who has been on the other side, okay? There's a couple of different types of trades that you're going to get into when you get to cryptocurrency trading and when you get into Forex trading. And let me give you, I'm going to give you the types of trades, and then I'm also going to try to give you an example for each one. So the first type of trade that I want to get into is called a scalping trade. This trade usually is from 30 seconds to 15 minutes. Very quick. It's known as binary options, man. It's quick. You pick the winner, you pick the loser, and based on your prediction, you either profit or you lose your investment. Very, very lucrative, also very, very risky. That is one form of trading. Another form is that you have your intraday trading, which intraday trading is basically what you're doing is you're taking a week-long trade or a 2-week-long trade. Now, the rationale behind this is that you're basing it on technical analysis that you're doing in the markets, and you're also basing it on a little bit of news, according to what's going on right now in terms of the Fed and what's going on right now in terms of other world economies if you're dealing with currency exchange trading or if you're dealing with crypto trading. Okay, it's the same principle. Now, if I had a company, all right, and I had a large sum of money, and I was investing in intraday trades, maybe 2-week trades, a month here, a week there, 72 hours here. And I was using that money that I was trading with to be in those trades. And somebody now wanted to cash out. And then all of a sudden there's a news event that happens, like this thing that happened in California. Now you've got a massive amount of people who want to pull out at the same time. But my trades had not yet become profitable. Follow with me now. You know, if I've got a trade that's a 3-month trade or a 90-day thing, I'm not expecting that to go into profit until the end of the 90 days. And it's certainly not going to be in the full profit now if it's like halfway through the trade. So that might give me the rationale to shut down the trading accounts for a month or 2 months and say, hey, you guys can't withdraw from your trading account right now because frankly, your money is tied up in a lot of trades and not enough of those trades have become profitable yet. It would not be good for me. It would not be good for the company, and it would not be good for you ultimately if I just cashed out every trade right now, because there would be huge losses. Okay, and then you know another form of trading is your long-term trades, like this idea of the U.S. currency versus Chinese currency. Well, you could say, well, the U.S. economy is in a lot of debt to China. We continue to be in debt to China. Every year we get into more debt to China. So I'm going to predict that over a span of 2 years, the Chinese currency is going to increase in comparison to the USD, the U.S. currency. Right, and now I'm gonna use that based on world economics, based on the reality of what's going on, and I'm going to predict that this is going to take, this is going to be a 2-year-long trade. So I'm going to be staying in this for 2 years. Now you certainly can't pull that money out early, right? Because that's a seriously long-term deal and a long-term bet. Now when you do that. That's more popular for like being in the stock market and investing in something like a Google, right? You think, well, Google's going to continue to grow, or Tesla, they're going to continue to grow. So I'm going to take a long-term investment and I might pull that out in 10 or 20 years down the road, right? So I don't think Novatech is doing too much super long-term trading like that, but they definitely are probably doing some intraday trading, right? And they're probably also doing some longer term trades that have to last a week, have to last 2 weeks, have to last a month, have to last 3 months. They've got a lot of trades out, and frankly, they just can't stop everything right now because they would have like an insurmountable amount of losses. Okay, and then that wouldn't be good for anybody. You definitely would not be seeing returns in your bonus account. Okay, so just another perspective to share with you about what may be happening at Novatech behind the scenes. And this is coming from somebody who is involved with Novatech myself, and I'm also a trader. Okay, so I'm able, because of my knowledge, I'm able to bring you a little bit of a different flavor and a different perspective as to what's going on. Do I know this to be 100% true? No, of course not. Right? I don't see Novatech's back office. I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes, right? I do not know the Pettyons personally. Right, but I have been involved with the company. I've made a lot of money with Novatech, and I've profited with Novatech. I'm still involved. I don't think it's going to be going away, and I'm pulling for it to survive these attacks that it's been having come against it, right? Because I'm envisioning a day where we're beyond this. That things have calmed down, right? The trading accounts are back up. The withdrawal, you can now withdraw once again from your trading account. Right, the bonuses are coming in, and let me throw something kind of positive out there, is that the website has been working great. I haven't seen that, Novatech website used to crash all the time, especially when it would get busy. And I haven't seen the Novatech website crash for weeks now. So it's every time I log in, it's there, pops right up, good to go. So I see that as a positive, moving forward. And also, another thing that I think it's important to understand with Novatech is that they had explosive exponential growth, right? And that's kind of how they got on the radar for some of these government agencies, right? Whenever a company has explosive growth like that, you're going to have people who are like discontented, or people who just try to blow the whistle on something that they don't fully understand. And, that's just going to happen. I mean, the more people you get, the more growth you have. Unfortunately, the more kind of people are going to come out who are going to be against you, right? And that's just the reality of life, and that's in anything. There's a saying that I like, and it really holds true, is that first they ignore you, second they criticize you, and third you win. So those are the three phases of success. First, you get ignored. Second, you get criticized. And then at the end, you win. And that's what I'm hoping for with Novatech. I'm hoping that they pull through this and that, it turns out to be a win for them. But you have no idea the problems that can come with a company exploding like that, especially when it's just like you weren't ready for it, right? And nobody's really ready to explode and to grow exponentially. That's why the majority of people who hit the lottery, you see, they just end up not being able to keep the money because they don't know how to handle it, because it was just an overnight explosion. It was rapid growth. They didn't know how to handle it. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen with Novatech. What I am saying is that when a company explodes the way Novatech has, exponentially grows the way Novatech has, there's going to be unique problems that they're going to have to face, right? And that they're going to have to get better about. We know one is the support. Got to get better with the support, guys, right? We know that. But what I'm hoping for is over the next 90 days, over the next 6 months, as my profits are continuing to compound, my account's continuing to grow, other people who are still rocking and rolling with Novatech, their accounts are going to be continuing to grow. Their compounding is going to be continuing to happen. And, once this all dies down, I'm looking to see some really, really big wins and some really, really big victories on the other side of this. So, as always, if you're interested in the Novatech platform or any of the other platforms that I talk about on here, guys, just go ahead and click the links in the description. You can learn a lot more by clicking the links. It doesn't cost you anything to click the links. And, if you're interested in joining up on one of these platforms, the links are available, okay? Just go ahead and jump on and click it. And as always, guys, have a great one, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.